Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Harvest Moon video. You'll notice I didn't say Harvest Moon: A Wonderful Life video. More info on that in a bit. This time around, I'll be addressing a major question that has been asked a lot in the comments. That question is, how do you acquire all of the gifted tools and the big field, specifically in Another Wonderful Life and the Special Edition? Now, these mechanics, while being interlinked, are also super confusing, especially if you've only played one version of Harvest Moon: A Wonderful Life or are looking to get the information you need online. There's so much conjecture, there's so many rumors, there's so many false facts out there on the internet about how do you actually get the gifted tools and the big field. And that's one reason why I'm making this video. The major reason why I'm making this video is that if you go to the Japanese website for Harvest Moon, there's actually a translation that suggests that the gifting tools mechanic will be returning for Story of Seasons: A Wonderful Life, the remake. If you're keeping tabs on all the latest info that's coming out about the remake like I am, you've probably noticed that the gameplay looks pretty similar to Another Wonderful Life and the Special Edition. With all that being said, the reason I'm making this video is because all the information, everything that has come up about the remake, looks to be pointing in the direction that these mechanics are returning. So we can use Another Wonderful Life and the Special Edition to kind of test how to do these things, and I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that this video will apply to the remake. If you see my 100% videos, or you watch my Twitch stream, twitch.tv/JackDuckGoose by the way, you know that I've been playing on the original version of Harvest Moon: A Wonderful Life, published in 2003. In this version, getting tools from the villagers is pretty simple. You befriend a specific villager, and then trigger a cutscene. 5 of the 7 gift tools can be acquired as early as Chapter 1, and the other 2 can only be acquired after Chapter 1, as they require some things to happen. The characters you need to befriend in the original version are Gustafa, Dr. Hardy, Tim, Vesta, Romana, Wally, and Galen. Gustafa and Dr. Hardy gift the weird and strange sickles. Tim and Vesta gift the weird and strange hose. Romana gives the watering can. Galen gives the fishing rod. And Wally gives the wool clippers. Now, if you're playing Another Wonderful Life, simply replace Gustafa with Cody. They accept the same gift, which is flowers, and they give you the same tool. It's just that in Another Wonderful Life, Gustafa becomes a bachelor, so Marvelous had to do something, so I guess they just replaced him with Cody, and with the Special Edition, they keep that up. With that being said, that's all 7 villagers that give tools. You can start giving them some flowers, milk, whatever else they like, and you're off to the races. Of course, those directions are pretty basic. I could have made this video 10 seconds. Give gift, find cutscene, get tool. It isn't that hard, right? But there's tons of little tiny, minute details that you really wouldn't think of. How do you know when you're friends with someone? If you are friends with them, why am I not getting the cutscenes? How do I trigger the cutscenes? I've tried to get these cutscenes 1,000 times, and it's still not working. What am I doing wrong? Every single time I look for more information on the internet, it's all rumors. It doesn't work. With all that being said, let's kick it over to Live Recording Jack to get a deeper understanding. Thanks a lot, Script Recording Jack. This is Live Recording Jack coming at you at Romana's Villa. That's why you hear the fountain in the background. We'll get to that eventually, but right now, you can probably notice there's something different. For those of you guys that watch the stream, watched all my videos, you know that I play the original version. That's the one that I grew up with. It was published in 2003. That's just the one that I've always played. I'm playing Another Wonderful Life right now, which was published in 2005. And if you're playing the Special Edition, don't worry, this entire guide still applies. Another Wonderful Life and the Special Edition are very similar games. One's for the GameCube, one's for the PlayStation, one's the boy version, one's the girl version, but they are essentially identical with mechanics, cutscenes, all kinds of stuff. But we're playing Another Wonderful Life right now. It's summer, day 4, and in this section of the video, I'm really going to teach you guys how befriending characters works. So, as I said, we're in Romana's Villa right now, so if we go Z mode, you can see, hey, 𝗏𝗏, what's up, girl? She's not looking at us, right? So if I go in front of her, she's not looking at us. Very simple. If you've seen my other videos, you probably get that there's one little tell that this game has for showing that you're friends with a character. And that is the turning of the head. So if we give 𝗏𝗏 this goddess drop, this flower, she loves these. Good day. Try to walk. I try to take walks occasionally. That's smart. Get those bones moving. Is that for me? Yes, it is. She'll treasure it. Yes, she will. So now we've given her a gift. As you guys saw, it's summer day 4. So I have been giving gifts to 𝗏𝗏 sparingly whenever I see her outside. But she usually comes outside around 2 o'clock every day after Dr. Hardy leaves. So if that's who you're having trouble getting to befriend, that's a good time to get presents to her, because you can't give it to her when she's on her chair inside. But that's a tangent. Let's continue. As you can see now that we are kind of in front of her, when she eventually leaves this spot, she'll turn her head and look at us if we're friends. All I need... Okay, oh, what? Come on back here, 𝗏𝗏. Yeah, there it is. So as you can see, she turns her head to look at us, and that is how you become friends with a villager. So if you are playing the original edition, this is all you need. As soon as they turn their head and look at you, bang, bada boom, you're friends with them. You can start going to look for cutscenes. That's a whole different section of the video. I'll put a timestamp to where I start talking about that stuff. But that's it. That's how you really befriend villagers. But, this is important. If you are playing this version, Another Wonderful Life, or the special edition version, just getting them to turn their heads is not enough. You might want to give them 2, 3, 4 more gifts until you start searching for cutscenes. Because in these 2 versions, in the special edition and Another Wonderful Life, this turning of the heads that the characters will do is not max affection. You need to give them a couple more gifts, and then you can start going looking for cutscenes. And that's really all I have to say for this current point in the video. That's how you befriend people. The differences between the special edition, Another Wonderful Life, and the original edition, just make sure you remember those if you are trying to get all the gift tools. And let's kick it back to script writing Jack and see what he has to say.
He has such a way with words.
Anyways, the difference between the original edition, Another Wonderful Life, and the special edition is super important. I cannot emphasize enough how important it is to know which version of Harvest Moon: A Wonderful Life you're playing on. If you're playing the special edition or Another Wonderful Life, not only do you have to continue giving gifts to the characters once you've reached that baseline level of friendship when they start to turn their heads, but there's an entirely different hurdle that you need to clear before you can start getting cutscenes. That hurdle is the acquisition of the big field. The rest of this video will be under the control of live recording Jack, so I hope you enjoyed the accuracy of script reading, because there will be a lot of ums and ahs going forward. But anyways, I hope you enjoy. Take it away. Thanks, script reading Jack. Before we get into all those weird tools, there is one caveat I need to mention, and that's 𝗏𝗏. He gives you the wool clippers, and as you can see, we're friends with him. It is summer day 5, and it's definitely not chapter 2. As you can see, there's no building here for Grant and his family. So we don't have the big field. We don't have anything like that. And if we go inside, we should get a little cutscene. And I'm correct. This is the cutscene that you get to get the wool clippers from 𝗏𝗏. As I said, you can do this anytime during the chapters as long as you befriend him. He says, hey, these are the clippers. Hugh's more conscious of his appearance, won't let me use it on him. Thought it might come in handy. So he hands over the wool clippers, and that is the easiest extra tool to get. Use them well, and then he kicks us out of his house. Or I guess he doesn't kick us out, but he does kind of push us out. But yeah, I'll just show you what they are. Wool clippers you got from 𝗬𝗲. Yeah, it's super easy with him. You know, you don't have to wait till chapter 2. You don't need the big field. All you need to do is befriend him and enter the house, his house, when he's in there, and you can just follow him around and get that one super duper easy. Hey everybody, we are back after some quick time travel. We are up to winter day 10. As you can see, we've done a whole lot of stuff during the times in between getting the wool clippers from 𝗬𝗲 and where we are right now. We got 26,000 gold, which was pretty much all gotten from fishing and selling sashimi and all that stuff. Got a whole lot of milk and eggs. I mean, I could have probably sold more of this and got to 26,000 faster, but, you know, not a big deal. What is important is that to get all of the gift items, or the rest of them, there's one major thing that we need to get. Step 1 is to clear this giant field of trees and ferns and whatever else is here, right? The difficult thing about that is you need to get tartan. So if you've checked out my tartan crop guide thing, you'll know how to get them. But in case you haven't, we'll go through the things that you need to do. It's fairly simple, but it can be tough. So the first thing you need to do is you need to be in chapter 2, so year 2. So as you can tell, we're not there yet, but we will be there in the next day, and that's why we're time traveled all the way to day 10 of winter. The second thing you need to do is to get Takakura in his house at a certain time, and usually I find that 6 o'clock p.m. or 7 o'clock p.m. is when to do it. That's how you get the cutscene. So to do that, the best thing to do is to order something so that he goes to the city, he gets it, he comes back, and he's in his house at the right time. It can be anything, tool, an animal, you know, things. I don't have any animal medicine, so let's order one of those. And that's all we need from that. So we've done that part. It's the easy part. I apologize for the rain, by the way. It kind of makes everything a little bit louder than I want to. Let me see if I can find Takakura very quickly. Just because I want to show you. Oh, there he is. I see him. I got eagle eyes. There he is. The third thing that you need to do is befriend Takakura. So to get tartan at all, you need to befriend Takakura, which is easier said than done because during the entire playthrough, even from day 1, he starts looking at you. So I always just give him a gift when he's around and I see him. He really likes the light pickles, so I always give him one of those. If you're really early on in the game and you don't have any light pickles, I highly recommend giving him milk. I got a lot of bee milk, so that I won't sell, and he likes that, so it's another great thing to give him. He'll accept 2 gifts a day, by the way, so he's one of few characters that will accept that many gifts. Another one is being Dr. Hardy, so if you have enough stuff to give him, you can be friends with him much quicker than other characters. So now that we've done that, we've befriended him. As you can see, his head was looking at us. We got the thing ordered. All we need to do is to get into chapter 2. So let's do that, and I will pick up from there. All right, everybody, we are back after doing even more time traveling. As you can see from, well, Grant being here, I was going to pull up the thing. I'll pull it up anyways. With Grant being here, it is spring day 1 of chapter 2. Let's give Grant a little gift. He likes eggs. Fun fact, if you have a chicken, I recommend just saving eggs and giving them to villagers as gifts. A lot of people like eggs, including Grant, Van, Tim, Dr. Hardy. A lot of them like eggs. But the reason I'm cutting into the whole getting tartan thing is that now that it's chapter 2, we can get the second of the gifts that don't require the big field, and that is the fishing rod from Galen. There's actually no cutscene to this one. You just have to go up to him. He's usually in his house around 6. And he'll say, hey, do you like fishing? Of course, we say yes. And then he gives us this fishing rod. I believe this is called the fishing rod, and the other thing is called the fishing pole. Just let me make sure about that. No, not all. Let's go to tools. Fishing pole. Okay, it's the other way around. This is the fishing pole. This is the fishing rod. If you're asking what the difference is, I honestly can't tell you. I've heard rumors that these catch rarer fish more often. The fishing pole does. And maybe that they make it easier to catch fish. I don't know, honestly. This game is so full of rumors that you never actually know. But the way to get that is pretty simple. You just befriend him to max affection. And yeah, he'll get that to you in chapter 1. It's pretty easy for me. Once I got the fishing rod, I just fished all the time and gave Galen and Daryl almost every fish that wasn't worth selling. And yeah, that was pretty easy. But if you're having trouble getting Galen to be your friend, like you didn't accomplish that in chapter 1, the best way to do it in chapter 2 is to do the grave cleaning minigame. And all you have to do is come up to Galen when he is at the grave. Sometimes he'll be kneeling down in front of it. And you do this little minigame. I don't even know if I can actually do it right now. If I can complete it, I'll try. But let's give it our best go. I'll probably fast forward through this footage because it takes a while. There we go. Okay, we did that. As you can see, we finished before the timer goes, so we did complete it. Galen says, great job, and we get a nice little sparkle. And then Nina comes out with her little ghoulish-looking thing, and she's obviously very, very happy. Thanks for keeping my grave clean. I'm happy. So that's how you do that, and that's a way to increase Galen's friendship level, Galen's affection level in Chapter 2, if you didn't accomplish getting to max affection in Chapter 1. All right, everybody, some time has gone by. I screwed up, so we are in day 3, but there's a reason for that. There's a very good reason for that. So the reason that you order something, whether it's a chicken food, whatever, to get tartan, is so that you can get this cutscene that we are going to get here in 2 seconds. So this cutscene that happens at noon once you order something of Takakura coming into the storage room, putting whatever you ordered in there in the cabinet, and then leaving, that is a very important cutscene. Because if you don't do that, if you don't get that cutscene, if you sleep through it or whatever, then you will not be able to get tartan. You won't be able to get tartan for one reason, and that reason is that Takakura won't be in his house early enough in the evening that you can go in there. Because most times, he kind of just walks around out here. He goes to the beach. He does classic, farming stuff. He did his work for the day. Now he's going to relax. He's going to relax, walk around. But now that we've got that cutscene, let's fast forward a little bit to the important part, which is sometime after 5 o'clock with with Takakura being inside. All right, we're basically in the same exact spot. I kind of just waited around. So we see Takakura. He's coming into the house. It's after 5. He's not over by the beach. We got that cutscene, and now it should be real simple. We walk inside. We should go to black, and there we go. There's the cutscene. That's how you get it. So this is how you get tartan in basically every version of A Wonderful Life, Another Wonderful Life in the special edition. You befriend Takakura, you get into max whatever, you get to chapter 2, you tell him to order something, you make sure you see that cutscene, the cutscene of him either giving you an animal or him bringing something to you that you ordered, and then after 5:30-ish, you go into his house when he's in there, and this is how you get tartan. You guys have probably already seen this cutscene, but I'm just gonna go through it. Tartan is a talking plant. It's how you make hybrid crops and how you enhance crops with the flowers. and you know he's very 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 useful, and he really becomes the most important character in the later half if you're trying to 100% it, or you just want more stuff to do in the late game. So yeah, this should be interesting. We gotta let him stay. There we go. He's very happy. That's her leaf, blah blah blah. And then, is there any more to that cutscene? There's not. All right, so now that we have gotten Tartan, the next step is to befriend him. So if I talk to 𝗙𝗵𝗃, he doesn't do anything, he doesn't say anything, right? The next step is to befriend him. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to power through it. To do it is you really just talk to him a lot. He'll eventually give you an option here. Let's get through it. If you've never seen Tartan before, if you haven't watched my video, I'll get to a spot where it makes sense. Okay, this isn't what I wanted. This is him. You give him something, and then he's like, "Hey, I got something to do." He asks, he's hungry. Nope, nothing right now. All right, so now you get to this menu where he wants to talk to you, to analyze or talk. Eventually, if you keep saying you want to talk, you'll get to an option where there's the hybrid option. And you just do that by talking to him and becoming friends with him. During these conversations, he tells you about cool stuff on how to hybridize things, and what combinations work. But like I said, let's go through this thing. Let's speed it up, and then I will come back to you when we get to the important spot. All right, we have gone about 3 minutes, I want to say, 3 to 4 minutes of real time just smashing A, making sure that we want to talk to him. Obviously selecting want to talk, but now we get to this option. We got a I want to hybridize option. So this option is, it's pretty cool. We'll do a little example. Let's say I have tomato, turnip. I got a turnip and a strawberry, 3 of each. Let's combine these two. This is how you hybridize plants. It's pretty sweet. Let's see if we can go 1 for 1. Having S-ranked plants increases the chance of getting a hybrid seed the first time, because sometimes it's 50-50 random on bees, and we failed, so we didn't get the right song. But that's okay. We get a seed. We get 1 seed out of it. It's like it's a really crappy seed maker when you fail. But that's no problem. No problem on my end, because I just wanted to show you how it does. There we go. Now we're done. So now that we've done that, now that we've done a hybrid, I don't even know if you need to do a hybrid. I think you just need to get the option. You talk to 𝗙𝗃𝗃, and he says, "Hey, I've been thinking about cutting down the trees in the back lot and make another field. If you want, order the materials." So there we go. So we have the option to order those materials right now. We just head on over to the 𝗙𝗵𝗲𝗰, this little area right here, the ledger. And we order a building. We order the Great Field. It's 20,000 G. That's the reason I've been saving up for so long. We ordered this bad boy, and there you go. That's how you get the big field. That's part 1 of getting all the rare tools, gifted tools, the strange and weird hoes and sickles and all those things. So we got that part done. I'm gonna fast forward again to when we finally completed it, and then we can start trying to get those cutscenes for the tools. And we are back. It is, as you can see when I pull up the start menu, it is day 4. So it's been about 1 day since we ordered the Great Field, 24 hours exactly almost. The great thing about the Great Field is that it really doesn't take that much time to get it going, get it ready so that you can use it. It only takes about 1 day. So 𝗙𝗃𝗃, yep, there he is. He'll say, "Hey, what up? New field is finished." And just like that, we're back on level terms with Harvest Moon, A Wonderful Life. We finally got the Great Field. It has more nutrients in its soil than the others. You should be able to grow some good things here. So really what the Great Field is for is those 2nd and 3rd hybrid crops. That's why in this version, they wait until you get Tartan, because you really need the Great Field, especially for those 3rd generation hybrids, for them to grow, because they only grow in this field unless you use a gem soil. So yeah, we got the Great Field. That's about it. 𝗙𝗃𝗃 is not a man for too much length in his speech, right? But now it's 1 a.m. If we are to go to sleep right now, we would wake up at 9, and that's never good. We want to get an early start to the day, so I'm just gonna wait it out right about here, and then we'll pick back up when I am finally good to go, and we can finally start getting those gift items from everybody that we need to get them from. All right, everybody, we are back. It is about 7:40 in game time. I find that the easiest way to start getting the gift items is from Tim and Ruby. That's the best place to start. They generally wake up the earliest, around 8 o'clock. So if we go into Tim's room at 8 a.m., let's see if they're awake. They are. Let's see if we get the cutscene first try. And we do. There we go. So Tim's cutscene, pretty easy. Just go in at 8 o'clock. Ruby can be in there, obviously. Talks about the picture, blah, blah, blah. They're so young, yada, yada, yada. That's right. We got something from the trip. It's yours if you'd like it. So there we go. He's going to bring out the hoe. I don't know which one it is. I want to say it's the weird hoe. It could be the strange. There's only two options. It's the weird hoe or the strange hoe. I'm going to put my money on it being weird. Because who doesn't love a weird hoe? It is the strange hoe. Bummer. But hey, there we go. There's one item off the list. Like I said earlier, Tim really likes eggs. If you're trying to befriend him super quick, just give him the eggs or the milk that you use. And then the next one I like to do is Cody. Cody, very, very simple man. He really likes flowers. So if you're trying to befriend Cody, give him flowers. I don't know when his thing is open. I guess it's open now. And there we go. Just right after Tim, check in on Cody, and there we go. There's the cutscene. Cody, what you got for us, my man? It's you. What do you got? What do you got for me, my man? I found something strange on the beach. Would you like to try using it? I would. I really would, Cody. Okay, here you go. All right, that's the weird sickle. I hope you can use it. Thanks, Cody. You're the best, my man. All right, there's that. Let's make sure I'm right. Okay, no, never mind. It's strange again. I guess I don't know my strange and weird tools. I will say this. If you are playing a Wonderful Life, just the original one that I play on stream and in the 100% run, you will swap out Cody with 𝗙𝗵𝗄. I'm sure I've already said that once in the video, but just in case you guys are playing the original version, you just do the exact same thing. You befriend 𝗙𝗵𝗄. He also likes flowers, believe it or not. And then you go into his yurt. Oh, what is my horse doing? He's going sicko mode. I've never seen a horse do that. Maybe that's an animation that they added in another Wonderful Life, but that's crazy. I've never seen that. That's funny. But I think 𝗙𝗵𝗄 wakes up at 9 a.m. That's what I've been waiting for. I guess not. Okay, well, his sleep schedule is a little bit different from everybody else. But I always find that 9 a.m., 8 a.m., 10 a.m., it's early. Just get to him early, because as soon as he goes to bed at night and he goes inside his yurt, he's not available. You can't get him. All right, it is 1:20. It's still the same day, as you can see here. Still day 5. We just saw Dr. Hardy go into his house. So let's see if we can get the cutscene for the weird sickle. There we go. Okay, this is the right one. There's 2 cutscenes that you can get. It's where Pony will go down to one knee. That's an exhaustion cutscene. But this one, we walk in on Dr. Hardy. We kind of surprise him. We say, yo, what up? Don't scare me like that. We're like, hey, dude, I heard you got a knife for me. Used it for surgery a long time ago. Not a bad blade. He knows the blade. He's a student. And there we go. It's I don't even know. Like, it's like a scythe. It's more like a scythe, like a reaper scythe, honestly. But that's how you get that. So you just go into Dr. Hardy's house, his new house. This used to be Galen and Nina's house, but it is now Dr. Hardy's. Obviously, befriending him is pretty simple. He likes all kinds of stuff, eggs, milk, a lot of stuff from the dig site. So if in the original version or the special edition you're trying to get Nami to be your wife, then just give him all the other stuff that you don't care about. He loves it. He loves that stuff. So yeah, there's 3 of the 4 that we can get right now. I tried to get the one from Romana, and we're still not maxed on the friendship meter yet. So now we kind of just have to stalk Vesta around. I will update you. I'll get back to you guys whenever that happens. All right, everybody, we are back after, what was it? I think 4 days? Yeah, it's the 9th now, I think. I can't even remember what day we ended the last section on. But after a couple days of giving Romana more gifts, I think we've finally given enough to activate the cutscene that I'm looking for to get the wooden watering can. We go in here, and there we go. Perfect. One thing, interesting thing about Romana is that you can actually give her 2 different types of presents a day. So you can give her like 1 flower and 1 thing of milk. That might expedite your process a little bit. But as I was saying earlier in the video, it really did take a lot longer than you'd think after you get the characters to turn their head to get max affection. Specifically with Romana, I did not think it would take that long after the first couple days. But that's just, it goes to show you really gotta keep on them and always give them gifts when you see them around, because even if they're looking at you and saying, "Oh yeah, you're my friend," blah 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 blah. There's still a lot to get to max affection, but this cutscene's pretty boring. She says she has a watering can, and she sends Sebastian to fetch it and put it in our tool shed. Used it for watering flowers long ago. Shaped kind of strangely, but it's very easy to use. I'm sure you'll like it. All right, then it cuts away, fade to black, and then Sebastian comes back in and is like, "Yo, what up, Pony? It's in the tool shed where you always put all your other stuff." So, left in the tool shed. There you go. Thank you. Very good. He'll be going now, and I think that's about it. I think Romana talks to us one last time. It's nothing but an old watering can, but I hope you'll be some use. So yeah, there it is. Sorry to burn your ears out, but that's how you get the watering can, and that's a little bit more difficult than what I thought it was going to be. If you look online, as I did, it'll say, "Oh yeah, you need the cat. You need to get the cat first, and then you need to get the music sheet from Lumina, and then you can get the watering can," which is entirely false. It's all rumors, all conjecture. I'm going back to the farm real quick so that I can show you guys what the tool shed looks like now that we really only have 1 here. I'm gonna check in on Vesta, see if I can maybe get her cutscene to get the last item. I doubt it. The best way to get the strange or weird hoe from Vesta is find a day when Marlin is like off doing his own thing and Vesta's still on the farm. They're rare, but they do happen. I will obviously I'll cut to that point when we get to it, but I'm gonna continue on, go over to the tool shed and show you what we've been doing in the time that I've kind of been away, because it's been a couple days. So as you can see, with the remaining time, I've ordered every other item that you can. So as you can see, we have everything but the what is it? Heavy hoe? It's weird, right? Yeah, the weird hoe. That's the last one we need to get, because we got the goat, we got the cow milker, and yeah, because I got the goat milker. You guys didn't see that part, but the way you get the goat milker is just buy the goat. Let me see if they're inside. I don't think they are. This is a little shout out to everybody in the streams, and for those who are big followers of the channel. We got 𝗵𝗵𝗶𝗶. 𝗵𝗵𝗶 is back, baby. He seems she. I guess it's a she because she gives milk. 𝗵𝗵𝗶𝗶 is back, baby. So we'll cut over to when we finally get the cutscene for the weird hoe or strange. I already forgot, but yeah, let's cut to that. All right, everybody, we are back. It is the next day. As you can see when I press start, spring day 10. Marlin is still inside the house, and out comes Vesta. She's going into the stock room alone. Very important that she is alone in this. Enter the door. Knock, knock. Who's there? I'm coming in, Vesta. And here it is. Here's the cutscene. Easy peasy, easy breezy, beautiful cover girl. She asks how things are. We're like, yo, they're good. I'm not doing much. I'm just trying to get these tools. She says, that's good. By the way, when I was cleaning up, I found something you might be interested in. Again, more just classic NPC talk. They're just, you got the thing. Grandfather used to use it. I don't know how to use a strange hoe like this, so if you want it, feel free to take it. There we go. And that's it. That's the final one. I would say it's arguably the hardest one. It probably has the most difficult parameters, having Vesta be in this room alone. I think it only happens like once or twice a season. Everyone else, though, you just have to find them like when they're in their house, and that's about it. And they can be there in the morning and the evening. You just kind of have to time it right. Getting that in Tartan is probably the most difficult. So, with that being as it is, let's do a little test, because I mean, I've personally never used these tools as they are meant to be used. In the original edition, the one that I always played, they're glitched. They just don't work. So I'm excited to actually try to use these guys for the first time. We can put the light. We got the strange hoe, the fishing pole. I've been using it, and I really don't see any difference. So here, I'm going to put that one away. And I think that's it. Is it not? I think that's it. Okay, cool. Let's go test these bad boys out on our new big field. Right. So first I gotta water this, because I think it only holds 1 square worth. I'm not sure if it does it in this version, but we'll see. 10. Okay, that's even better. That's super handy. What shall we start with? Let's start with the, if I can find it, let's start with the strange hoe. Let's see what the strange hoe does. I'm gonna go like right there. So it does a 4x4 diamond wherever you go. So that's interesting. And now let's see the weird hoe. I'm gonna do it this way. Oh, and that does a 3x3 plot. So that's amazing. I wish that was in the original edition. So I'm guessing the watering can. Let's see if I put it in the middle. Does it do a 9x9? It does do a 9x9. So that's awesome. That would, let's see, 9x9 times 10. 3x3 times 10. That's 99 watering squares with just 1 fill. That's insane. That would save so much time in the original edition. But hey, now that we have that uncovered, let's see what the strange tools do. So this is the strange sickle. If I use it, so that cut 4. I might not have enough to accurately show like what that does. So I use the strange one. What does the weird one look like? So if I cut in the middle, like, say, right there. Okay, so I think this would do a plus sign. So if this was in the middle, it would also get that right here. And then this one, the strange sickle, I'm guessing does a 3x3, just like the other tools do. Yeah, it's got to be a 3x3 or like a 2x3, something like that. But yeah, that's all they do. If we go in, we can see, you know, weird sickle, weird hoe, all these crops that I have, strange hoe and strange sickle, and the watering can. This is how you get them. If you're playing the special edition and you followed along, you probably already got the achievement, which is great. But that's the end of the video. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoy more content like this, let me know. This is really more of a guide, something that I don't really do that often. I mean, the Tartan one was kind of a guide. But yeah, if you like this kind of stuff, especially with the remake coming out, I may be looking to make more of this stuff. If you really enjoyed it, hit the like button. And if you want to support me, subscribe and hit the notification bell there. And I think that's all. Oh, big thing to mention. I made a VOD channel. So If you guys haven't subscribed to that and you like the Twitch streams, but you just want to see long form, unedited footage, check out the VODs channel. It's in the description. And that's about it from me. Once again, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to consume my content. And I will see you in the next one.